Welcome to SnapComms. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a desktop alert. A desktop alert is a highly visual message with a real sense of now. It's effective for pushing communications that are urgent or have high importance. A notification like this pops up on each user's computer, catching their attention. When they're ready, they'll click on the link to read your full message. To create a desktop alert, log into the SnapComms Content Manager and select Create Content. Then find and select the desktop alert icon, and now select your theme. The theme controls the styles and colors of the pop-up notification and the alert window. I'm selecting Organizational Branding Theme, where the corporate identity I have set up in the branding section will govern the look of my alert. Name your desktop alert and select the folder to save it in. I'm working in HR Announcements. Then click Create Content. Now the designer interface will appear with a placeholder for your alert. This is where you will configure the alert content. Later, we will switch view and configure the notification window. Notice how the colors, fonts and logo are picked up from the organizational branding. For further information about organizational branding, please watch that video tutorial. To start adding content to the alert, click the pencil icon to open the designer. Notice the drag and drop tools that become available on the right. You can add any of these content modules to the alert. Let's start by editing the headline. Just click on the placeholder text and then replace by typing the headline or pasting, which is what I do from Note. Next, I want to remove the placeholder text block. To do that, click on it, then use the delete icon. Now I can start adding the images and text. First, drag the image module. Then select the file to upload. Now change the width of the image module by clicking the columns icon and changing that to 1/3 of the width. Now add a text box to the right of the image and change that to 2/3 of the width to fill the space. Then edit the heading. Again, I will paste mine in. Then her title, which I want to make bold. Add the body copy about Angela and hyperlink this text to her LinkedIn profile. Resize the text box manually to fit the content, or use these resize arrows to size to content. Now I'd like a separator bar before the next staff members section. Drag in the color bar and change the height to 2 pixels and change the color to our default orange that is controlled in the organizational branding. Now I could repeat the steps I took to create Angela's section, or I could duplicate the elements, drag them into position, and then edit the content. Lastly, add a thin border. Open the settings, select the background tab, and use the default color and adjust the weight. Let's preview to see how it will look on the employees' screens. That looks perfect. Next, we need to finalize the pop-up notification window. Click Switch View and choose Notification. Remember that this is the small pop-up that appears bottom right of screen notifying employees that a new message has arrived. By default, the headline on the notification window is the same as the alert name, but you'll probably want to update this to get more impact. First, let's increase the size of the windows to allow a longer headline. Then we update the headline and add 2 images. Let's preview again. Notice the animation style. The window slides down into full display. That is the default setting, but I can change that to another style. Open the settings and change the display animation to spin. Let's preview. I am happy with the design and setup of the alert, so I will close the designer and move to the right of the screen. The red indicates a configuration that needs to be set before we can publish. Click Targets and select yourself for testing or a larger group if you are ready to broadcast to staff. Working through the other configurations, by default the alert is scheduled to be published immediately for 1 month, but that can be adjusted to meet your needs. The delivery options default is to send the alert to targeted staff who have the SnapComms app installed on their PC, Mac or mobile. The default notification is via the pop-up notification window we have just prepared, which displays in the bottom right of the screen for 15 seconds, then recurs after 45 minutes if it hasn't been read. Now let's publish and see how the pop-up notification and alert will appear on their screens. Click Publish, confirm the settings, and the pop-up will appear on screens within 2 minutes. Thanks for watching this SnapComms tutorial. If you require additional help, please email tech.support@snapcomms.com.